Hello, hello, hello. Let me switch over to the main screen. It's all good to go, and there we are. Hello, everyone. Oh, let me turn down the coastal biome a little bit. Hopefully, we're all doing well. We're back doing Scarlet and Violet hunts today, or Scarlet, I suppose. Last stream didn't go very well. We did very badly. I was so tired, I ended up just kind of cancelling. And of course, we haven't been doing very well in Dynamax very recently. So today, hopefully, we're actually going to get our first shinies that we've had in quite a few weeks. But yeah, that's the plan. I can't really remember what we were hunting for last time. I remember in the Hypno, but I feel like there was something else at the end. I was going to start off with this Dewpider outbreak, but I'm not entirely sure that it's in a great place. Now, it is a relatively easy Pokemon to see, in fairness. And I'm assuming these are all part of the outbreak. But what I'm more concerned about is if there's some up here. Which is what I'm thinking is going to be the case. I mean, there's one there. They do spawn naturally up here. I mean, this far out, we're okay. So maybe we're alright. I don't know. Pain. Oh, hiya, mate. How's it going? Yeah, I think we're safe. I think we do start down here. Of course, we need to knock them out first, though, so let's just start doing that. We save right here. And then can we... Wait, which button is it? Is it this one? Oh, I can't remember how to do it. How do you sync? Ah, there we go. Got it. Oh, I need to switch to something else. Something that can go on water. Be ideal. Let's just go back to Dialga. Okay, nice. Okay, counter as well, just so we can make this easier on ourselves. Okay, there we go. Back down to 0. Alright, let's change the thing as well. Now, of course, Dewpider's purple. Please tell me I haven't deleted that one as well. Okay, I haven't, thank God. So this should be an easy enough of a spot. But, yeah, we'll just start knocking them out. And as we do, I can write them down. Yeah, today's been a busy day. I've been grinding Forza Horizon again. I managed to get pretty much all of the bonus boards done, which was nice, bar one, which I have to wait for the season to change. I've done all of the festival playlist series for this summer, so I need to still wait for the next few seasons, and I can do those. And then I also did travelling on all the roads, so I'm glad I got all those sorted, because they were a bit of a pain, a long one. I love Dragon Spell Tower, man. It's such a good theme. I also love my shiny origin form Dialga. So cool. Especially that he flies, basically. He more gallops, but... Okay, sorry, Dewpider. You're dead. As long as that doesn't happen with the shiny, we should be fine. So much easier manually counting these. When I've used manual counters in the past, of course, it's been for when I'm, doing bigger hunts that aren't this often. So I forget to press them. But like this, it's very easy. All right. Like I said, it's an obvious enough one that we won't, if it's shiny, we'll be able to see it. I can get out of this. I mean, to be fair, I think it's been maybe once, I think I've come across a shiny whilst in sync mode. Nearly every time, obviously, we don't get them whilst we're knocking these out. So, especially, of course, we're putting the sandwich on after. Hiya, bud. How's it going, man? Okay, we're getting there. Oh yeah, we did a Lowland Diglett, didn't we? What did we... I'm trying to remember what I got in that field. I remember doing one in a field, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was like the Lombre Lotad lot. I remember now. Nice, nice. What have you been up to? Anything interesting? I was just talking about that I've been grinding Forza Horizon 5, because that's how I spent my day. Just doing all the boring stuff in the game. It's one I would like to get complete. So many long achievements in that game, but it's kind of just chill to play. It's not necessarily particularly hard, just long. Okay. We're getting there. I have got to double check just in case that we knock them out as shiny. We don't want to do that. I also need to decide if we're going to do water or bug. I mean, I'm thinking water. I've got so many water Pokemon still. Mainly because you can't really distinguish them in the water, so... But there's still quite a few on land. We could probably go back to that area and continue with Lotad Lombre. So... Although I think we did... Did we do grass there? I remember seeing lots of Pokemon. I can't remember if we did grass or water. I think we did grass. Because, yeah, Nuzleaf was there as well, so... Why, did you have an issue with it before? Were you ordering and it wasn't turning up? Don't tell me you've been ordering this whole time it's been going to other houses. I'm assuming you've been able to get refunds, but... That would be bad. I've done it before, like when I've gone to order something and I realised I'm at like my mate's house on the location and I change it back and then the place I wanted to order from has disappeared because it's not near enough to me, which is annoying. Ah, you're an Uber driver, I see. Ah, so this isn't something that was immediately obvious was a problem. Okay, that is 65 cleared. So we'll save and do a picnic here if we can. Will let me. Okay, nice. Okay, creative mode. Fortunately, I haven't been able to get more Herb Mystica because the bot I usually use to help just get the Herb Mystica is down at the moment. So I've still got enough from last time, but not loads. Oh, I just realised I need to get the ingredients. What do we actually need for this? Water is chili, sour and sweet. Amazing. Online for 5 hours between today and yesterday to get any requests. What was the problem then? I'm intrigued now. I mean, I don't use Uber Eats too often. One, being a uni student, I can't afford it. I mean, I can afford it, but like, I'd rather not waste a lot of my money earned on my placement year, you know, on deliveries. Every now and then, but it ends up usually being Deliveroo, actually, because the places I usually order from, for some reason, delivery on Deliveroo just ends up being cheaper. So, at home, it's usually more Uber Eats, but I said I just don't order that often. Not because I don't want to. I would order a lot more if I could, but, yeah, I just, you know, do it. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Sometimes those things just happen. I hate that as well when you have a problem and you think, oh, how could this have happened? It must be something seriously, you know, bad's happened or whatever, and then it's just the most simple of resolutions. You've just made a mistake or something. I've done that so many times. What was it I did recently? Recently I did something that was along those lines. It was like I couldn't work out why something was broken, why something wasn't working. And it's just because I was misreading it or something. I can't quite remember what it was, but I remember the feeling, and it's not a nice one. Because it's so frustrating, and it's like everything makes sense, but it turns out you're not even considering like the simplest option because you just think, how could this have happened? It must be something, you know, complex. No, I get that. What was it I did recently where it was like that? I remember saying it to people, going like, oh, I've been trying to do this for ages and I've only just realised that this is like this. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I get the feeling. It's very frustrating. It's just how it goes. Oh god, it feels like there's a hair. Like I've had a haircut and it's like in my shoulder. Do you ever get that after a haircut? You feel like there, but I haven't had a haircut, so I don't know what it is. This is one I haven't actually... I've kind of avoided for ages, only because I know how easy it is to appear, and they're available everywhere. And I've already got an Araquanid as well, so I haven't been too bothered, but considering the outbreak was here, I figured why not? Plus, hopefully next week or the week after, whenever it's announced, I need to double check, I'll be doing the exclusives, which they finally announced, thank God. I retweeted it, because I was like, I've been waiting for this. They did the exclusive hunts a while ago. But obviously, I borrowed Violet to do it, and then I tried to do it again for the others and realised that I needed to buy another DLC. But they're now all coming to the other games. So, off the top of my head, it's going to be a Lowland Sand Shrew, which is good, because I have a Sand Slash. I don't have to do it twice. Morpeko, Shield on Bastiodon. Is that it? I don't know. But this is everyone's time to get Rampardos and Violet, so I'm going to force Piper to open a game again, start hunting Rampardos. She's got to have a shiny Rampardos. And everyone else who has Violet. Did I finish my YouTube video? It's so close. It's just every single time I make a little bit of progress and then something comes up and I just have to stop. So basically, in my head, the way it is, I have my intro... Then I have like 5 stages, pretty much, right? And I have done the intro, 4 stages, and like half of the final one. Of like how I've split up the video in my head of what I'm talking about. It's only like, I think it's like 10, 11, 12 minutes. It's not particularly long. But the problem is, I think, is I've sort of approached it as... not trying to be too advanced, but I don't want to leave at any point just have like, you know, just... sitting text on the screen where it's plain, and obviously you can have time to read and stuff to do whatever, but I don't want it to be too long of just you know like when you have shorts or TikToks where it comes up being like, this is what happened, and every word that is spoken comes up as text. Like I have that, of course, because I think it is it makes a video, but I don't want it to be like just points where it's like that for a minute, because it's very uninteresting to watch. Then it just becomes a short or something you're listening to, right? And as a result, I've gone, you know, I've tried to make things look good, whatever, and I just think some of it is just, it's coming up with the how to fill the space sometimes of trying to make it look good. And because I have a very busy schedule with the uni and everything, I just keep finding myself not being able to do too much. But I have basically dedicated Wednesday, because Wednesday, everyone across university-wide finishes early and I have no sport. I've sort of dedicated Wednesdays to working on it. And obviously it's Wednesday tomorrow, so I'll be working on it again tomorrow. And yeah, I just want to put it out, because at this point it's taken me so long to do. I've also been paying for a subscription to Adobe for ages, but I had no choice. I was stuck in for a year. I paid for a year. But yeah, it's just, you know, and I would like to do some more stuff, but it's just been really difficult timing and just trying to find the time and the effort to, really, because a lot of it, what I've done, it's just coming up with it. Like, trying to make it, like, some of the, you know, just the little clips I've used, or, like, you know, how I've made it look good, or... It's just trying to come up with that, because I recorded the voiceover quite a while ago, and I'm happy with it, and that's sorted. I mean, I could tell you how long ago I recorded the voiceover, actually. So, what are we at now? 651. Oh, wait, hold on, there's a shiny. We're now at 652. I think, like, 100%, genuinely, I think we've had 100 shinies in the time since I recorded it. That's how long it's been. I'm pretty sure in the video I say 550, and then I changed it to say a higher text when I did it. It's been that long. I did record it pretty much before I did everything else, so that I could base the video around it. It was like one of the very first things I did. But yeah, it's been a hell of a long time, and it's annoying, but I just can't like prioritize it over certain things, you know. All right, 652 right there. It's not too bad. Once we get Gallade out anyway. Let's get the text up. I keep forgetting to do this. I haven't had a shiny in so long. I haven't prepared for getting a new one. I'm just used to never getting them now. Okay. Let's just double check it can't kill me. Dupider. At level 58, it has Entrainment, Liquidation, Miracle, and Lunge. Awesome. We can full swipe it to hell then. Where's the announcement for the opposite shinies? October 18th. Oh, wait, what? Is that on the weekend? Oh, I thought it was going to be next Tuesday. Oh, bugger, it's on a weekend. Either I do an extra stream this weekend, or I just... I don't really want to replace Dynamax Adventures. That's annoying. We'll see. Maybe I'll stream it. I'm going to be playing it. I might as well stream it, because I need to get those done. I can't miss that event. So yeah, we'll do these on the weekend. I mean, I'm very busy on the weekend, but here's what it is. Okay. Maybe I just stream during the day. Or we do like this beforehand and then go to Dynamax Adventures. I don't know. I'll work it out. Alright, there's Dewpider, thank God. Let's sort this out. Oh, what is this scratching me? It's very itchy. Alright. Save. No. Where's my... Oh, there we are. Okay, nice. And also, I need to change all of this now. Oh, let me come off so we don't waste the sandwich. Okay, it's just... I think we just go back to that area. I'm also intrigued what else will spawn there. The only thing is we're going to get a load of water stuff in the water I don't want. But in fairness, I still don't have Horsey or Seadra. Mainly because I didn't want to hunt for them specifically, because I figured they'd just come along on their own. Oh my god, wait. Shiny Alolan Sandslash is really obvious. Oh, that's good. That means I don't have to torture myself like with the Vulpix one when that comes out. Okay. I'll put Lombre up there for the minute. If anything else more interesting appears, then I'll change it to that. But yeah. All right. How long do we have left? Actually, that was relatively fast. I feel like generally, yeah. A solid 8 minutes after capture is pretty good. All right, we'll make our way over to there. Oh, isn't it? Doesn't the new Japanese set, TCG set, come out like in a few days? I feel like it's this Friday, which means we're getting closer to Surging Sparks. So was it Super Charge Breaker, Super Electric Breaker? It's one of those two. I can't remember which. I feel like they changed the name. I feel like it was one and then they changed to another. Well, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a really awesome set. I don't think it's going to be as hype as I potentially hoped for it to be, only because there's a few, like, special cards that I'm just not bothered by. But there's definitely a few in there I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I can't really remember if there's anything that's really stood out to me as, like, amazing, though. Oh, wait, this is not where I wanted to go. Where the hell is it I wanted to go? Oh, it's up here. Yeah, there's nothing that's like... I mean, because the Pikachu special illustration rare... I don't know, man. I feel like they could have done better with it, you know? Like, they decided to basically just do the full art and then to make it a bit more, like, zoomed in. I don't know. Something about it doesn't sit right with me. Which is a shame because, you know, it's a special illustration rare, but It is what it is. I'm sure it will look great, better in person. Ah, we got Cramorant here, for crying out loud. But, you know, as I said, this is how these things go, so there's not much you can do. I mean, we could maybe go for Swanna. Oh, thing is, we're going to get so many Pokemon here I don't want. And considering these guys can be hunted with grass here, and there's nothing that we don't have, that we already have, I think it makes sense to try go elsewhere. Maybe we just go for another... Ducklet then. I still need another Ducklet, and I remember where they are. They are over somewhere here. So we'll try for that instead, I think. I'll change this to Swanna. Swanna's still there, yeah. Shame it can't really be caught on its own, but... Very boring Pokemon, Swanna. I hope that they could do something a bit more interesting with it. Okay, where is this? I can't... Is it here? I feel like it's here. Well, there's a Swanna. Wait, is Ducklet just flying? Don't tell me Ducklet's just flying. Okay, it is water flying. So where do we find it then? Because very pretty shiny Ducklet. I really like Ducklet shiny. Standard spawns. Why aren't you showing up? Okay, either the map's broken or it doesn't spawn. Okay. I thought it was somewhere around here. I mean, I don't think that's a static Swanna. But all we're getting is Cramorant, and obviously Cramorant's also a flying type, so... Yeah, I'm sure it was here. Because I remember going to that up bit and dropping down. Maybe that was for Cramorant? I could have sworn I got Ducklet here. Okay, let me have a quick double check again. Where to get Ducklet Scarlet? Fellhorn Gorge, yeah, that's what we said. Okay, let's watch a video of someone doing it, because that's easier to see at least. Oh, they're just running along this edge. Oh, I think that's a set one, though, to be fair. I swear... Okay, it looks like people are just running around the edge. Damn it, I could have sworn you could got them separately. In fact, you know what? What we'll do is I'll look up my clip of it, because I will have the clip of it, which is the main thing. And then I can see where I caught it. So, shiny Ducklet, please tell me I've got it. Duck. Shiny Ducklet, here we go. Oh, okay, it's not exactly where it's not like miles away, but it's not where I was thinking it was. It's more like it's here. It's on the land. I could have sworn it was on that rock bit. Maybe that's just when I was hunting for Cramorant and it didn't work out. I don't really know, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. You know where it is now, I guess. And at least with water on land, we're not going to get stupid Bombardier spawning. Who's just, you know, a pain. We are just going to get loads of Cramorant though, aren't we? Okay, hold on a second. I don't see any Ducklet. What the hell? Maybe they don't spawn here without... Maybe you do need a flying one. Yeah, this is definitely where it was. I just saw the video. Why don't they spawn? Where is Ducklet? This is where it's meant to be. Okay, I am very confused why it's not spawning. Okay, we're gonna have to reevaluate again. I guess we're hunting for something else. What else do I need in here? Still water. Poliwell and Poly... Okay, I know where they are. And they are pure water, so I might as well go for them. They're in, like, this bit here. So Poliwrath's one of those ones I really, really want. The problem is it's just hunting for its pre-roads are a pain, so I was hoping I'd get it in Dynamax Adventures. Just because it's, like, so hard to spot. Oh, were they gonna just... Okay, let me run down here. Yeah, here we are. Is this all the only place they spawn then? Surely not, right? There's so many other Pokemon here. This is my main issue. Okay, so Poliwag. I mean they run up into the gorge, but there's just so many other Pokemon here. That's the main issue, which is why I hate hunting water types. Because water types who are mono water and exclusive to literally being in the water are such a pain. It's why I haven't done Squirtle yet. Because even with an outbreak, it's just going to be a pain. I mean, realistically, outbreaks for general ones are fine, because obviously that kind of just limits that area to them. But as I said, Squirtle only spawns in like these little ponds, so it's a lot worse. But yeah, we're going to get so many here. So many of just other things. And now Lotad's appeared in PCG as well. Well. Is what it is. It's weird it's not in the water though. I thought it would be in the water. It seems to be on the edge. I'm also concerned I'm not going to be able to spot it. Do we even have a Wooper actually? Because at least if Wooper's spawning, I won't feel as that bad if I get a shiny Wooper. Because I need it anyway. Oh, it's just another reveal of the same Pokemon I've already seen. Wooper. Okay, I do have a shiny Wooper. I don't really know when from. Let me get up the shiny clips again. Shiny... I'm assuming it's in Scarlet and Violet. Wooper, 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 Wooper. Shiny Wooper. Oh, it's doing that hunt with Wooper and Cramorant in that area. I sort of loosely remember it now. But, like, yeah, so that is when I apparently decided to do that hunt, I'm guessing, for Wooper then. Which is kind of funny, because I do need a thingy still, but... Let's just double check one more time where this Ducklet was. Yeah, there's no Wooper spawning though, so I think I must have done flying, and for some reason it doesn't spawn underwater. Which seems really silly, but it's what we're meant to do. So yeah, I'll take a Wooper, because I need Quagsire. Obviously, as I said, I'd rather get Quagsire, so... It's, you know, it wouldn't be perfect, but it's better than a duplicate shiny, so I'm not exactly going to complain too much. I just wish I could hunt wild Poliwrath, man. That's the dream, right? Just to be able to hunt, like, wild, like, evolutions. That's just so much better and so much more fun than always having to just hunt the babies over and over. Like, actually being able to hunt each Pokemon in the wild rather than just one of its line is so much more boring. We're going to traverse up and down here, though, just kind of see if there's a kind of concentration of them. It does look like it's best over there. Corphish and Magikarp seem to not have enough space to spawn. Sort of along these thin edges is where they seem to be doing a bit better, but... No, you can't go down there. Cool. Trick. A and B tier Pokemon might be under costumes now. Interesting. Is that a wild Gengar? Ooh, maybe I should start hunting Gengar again. Just to be quirky. Do we get Ducklet along the edge here if we come here? This is more of a learning sandwich than a shiny hunting one. I mean, we have got a shiny, but... It's just going to be the one up here that I'm pretty sure is a static. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It does look like, though, that end bit is the best place for Poliwag. Like, I'm not sure if it's necessarily more Poliwag spawns, but it's no Corphish and Magikarp, which then just means that the whatever's shiny there is something I need. Oh, I didn't know Longbreaker spawning though. That's weird. Can it spawn up on the... What can spawn up on the grass then? Anything? Or is it just that one random Lombre that's spawned in? Because this is another area not really used. Okay, it might be a static. We get rid of it. Let's just test it out. That's what I'm learning. We're testing. Let's bring Dialog back in. Yeah, because nothing here. That's a good point. I haven't done normal in a while, actually. I don't have Linoon or Zigzagoon. Actually, they're not available in this game. I more meant Center and Fire it, but forget I said anything. Yeah, so we're going to get more Wooper because they're going to spawn up there. Oh, now we are getting Corphish here. Damn it. It's Poliwag we want. I mean, there's no Magikarp, I suppose, and so that's another reduction. But I do have Corphish, which I did actually get here. It was just on a Corphish outbreak. And ultimately, I feel like that's what these like water hunts should be. But the problem is just that there's so many of them that when I'm trying to finish off a water sandwich or whatever, like, there's not really many other options. And a lot of those other options are, it's better to use that other typing anyway. So I'm not really sure there's anything that's like, I might as well just, you know, I go for those instead of just the generic ones, because I don't think there's anything really better to pick from. But there's just so few of them. It feels like I should be doing an outbreak for it. I mean, I could definitely get a Poliwhirl outbreak. I don't think I could get a Poliwrath outbreak, and obviously a Poliwag one, but I don't know, man. It's just frustrating. I still need Shelder, which we did try an outbreak for, but that obviously, you know, went sour. And I believe there is a Cloyster outbreak today as well. Also have a Gothitelle outbreak, which would be quite cool. I think I ended up getting... Did I get... Actually, no, I think I did get it as a Gothitelle, so... Have I hunted this Sui Basculin? Yeah, I got it in PLA. It was a lot easier there. And I said, because obviously that was what existed, I just did it then. I think I missed one as well. I think I remember sort of missing a Hisuian Basculin, one of the few. I did actually get a wild Hisuian shiny Basculegion. Well, not Hisuian, just Basculegion, which was really cool. I think, was it the purple or the yellow one? I can't remember. But, yeah, I found a wild shiny Basculegion, which was really cool. As I said, I think I get so much more enjoyment out of finding shiny evolutions. I think that's just more, like, interesting and more fun, which is why I would love to hunt Poliwrath. Even if there's less of them, like, it'd just be way cooler, you know? But yeah, unfortunately, that's not how it works. I mean, I can check. I have Pokemon Home on my computer, so I can check right now. See which one it is. I can even bring it up on the screen to show you. But yeah, it was found as a Basculegion, so that was pretty cool. As I said, they're the sort of shiny hunting experiences that make it more exciting than just the regular shiny, you know? I'm trying to think of some of the better examples. I mean, Dracloak we got multiple times, so it didn't really work in the end. But, I mean, Gardevoir is the one I always think of. I found a shiny wild Gardevoir. Oh, look, Ducklet does spawn. Who else have I found in a high evolution when it's way less likely? I mean, Flareon, there were just so many Scoville in it. It was like unlikely to appear, really. Glaceon, I literally saw 4 of them. That was amazing. I was really, really happy when that happened. There's definitely some, like, just normal ones, though. Like, you know. I've been hunting for all 3, and I've managed to get the best one first, as it were, or the highest one. I must have had... I mean, I know which ones I've caught at the right stage, because I have the tracker for it. So I suppose we could just have a little look in there. Do that right now. Oh, I do need to add Dewpider to all of my dexes. So whilst we do that, we can see which we've got. So, oh, Charizard. I suppose Charizard was very cool. I mean, I hunted for it specifically, but a wild shiny Charizard in Let's Go was a pretty nice achievement. Let's get this Basculegion up. Ah, it's the yellow one. It's not the purple one. So it's the female one. But it was still in the wild. Can I share the screen? Hold on. Window capture. There we are. Just about to see it there. But yeah, this was caught as a Basculegion. I don't know if it will show the level it was caught at. I wish it did do that, but it doesn't. But yeah, it was still pretty cool to get a wild, you know, shiny Basculegion. So yeah, that was something I was pretty happy with anyway. You see, look, this looks light enough to sort of be shiny, but it's just because it's day. It's a lot more obvious than Let's Go, in fairness. Not just because of the shiny sparkles, but it is in general. Who else have we had? I'm going to scroll further down. Because obviously a lot of them, you know, they don't have the evolutions. Yes, these are all one stage. Houndstone, that was a pretty fun one. But as I said, a lot of them are easy to do. I mean, Houndstone was a lucky one, in fairness. Oh, Weirdeer. I've got a shiny Alpha Weirdeer. I had Weirdeer first. I evolved a Stantler. And then I was randomly just coming across an outbreak of an Alpha Weirdeers when they did the massive mass outbreaks and you could get the Alpha stages. And a shiny Alpha Weirdeer. That was pretty cool. So yeah, that's another one. I mean, obviously there's loads, because as I said, a lot of them you can, you know, identify. And stuff in Dynamax Adventures I wouldn't count so much. Oh, why is Grimmsnarl not ticked off on here? Does that mean my counter's wrong? Oh no, of course, because I didn't get Grimmsnarl at the correct stage. I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, my bad. Don't worry, I was pretty much just waffling about random ones I've come across. As I said, Dynamax Ventures I don't really count because, you know, that's not really found in the wild. The Flapple we caught in this game, literally like just up the corner, round over there, that was really cool because barely any of them spawn. So that was very cool to get that, I must admit. Who else have we had here? Corviknight we did the other day. I'm trying to think ones that were like not very likely, and that's why it's kind of more exciting. I mean, these are all Dynamax Adventure ones. Two Cannons easy to hunt. Sacrobominable was an outbreak. It's more exciting, as I said, just going for those later evolutions, just because you don't really hunt them so much. That's why I was so desperate to hunt Wild Rampardos. I really thought that was the chance. And although I can technically do it in PLA, I can't imagine something's ever... I'd love to do it, but I don't think it's ever going to happen because, one, I'd have to have an insane amount of patience just to get the space-time distortions. I'd also then have to get crazy shiny luck. And then on top of that, I'd have to just spend a lot of time just, like, waiting. Because they barely spawn. Who else have we got here? Yeah, I mean, the evolutions are all on their own. Not Clawitzer's one, damn. Dragalge was lucky, I remember that one, that was good. I said, oh, a lot of them obviously are Scarlet and Violet, but some of them aren't, and I think that makes it exciting as well. These are legendaries. Wild, shiny, the oh, wait, no, that was Dynamax, that's why. Golurk. Oh, Zoroark, that was a good one. I knew I was going to get it, like, if I was hunting for it, but it was still pretty cool to, you know, to get a wild, shiny Zoroark. That one I enjoyed. Who else is in here? I mean, I've tried for a few others since the DLC, because as I said, it's just a more exciting hunt when you finally get it, because, you know, everyone sees a wild, shiny Charmander, or a wild, shiny Eevee, or, I don't know, a wild, shiny Dratini, but imagine you see the wild shiny of the final evolution. So much more fun. It's the 2 stages I'm just not so bothered by. Dusknoir, that was pretty cool. I mean, a lot of these are PLA. The PLA ones did have the wild ones. Again, PLA, like, in a nutshell, would be perfect for sort of what I want in shinies. Obviously, there's no luxury ball, but it would have been great to get all the wild shinies. But then, as I said, Rampardos was stuck to stupid space-time distortions. So the one downside of a fossil is though, although they're, you know, seen as fossils, their like whole mechanic is they're just typically harder to get than your average Pokemon. So, you know, in all the older games you had a 50-50 and it was basically like one of them, at least for a lot of the game. Why are there loads of Ducklet here now? Maybe it's, oh, maybe Oh my god, what if it's a day and night thing? Is that why they weren't spawning? Oh my god, it's going to be a day and night thing, isn't it? Oh my god. Yeah, and then obviously in this game, again, just exclusive. Like, they've never made it just like a normal hunt, you know? Which is the upsetting part. They've definitely done this, haven't they? There's definitely going to be Ducklet here now that I've done it. It's just during the day, isn't it? That's why it wasn't appearing. And I was getting so baffled. Look at all the Ducklet now. For crying out loud. A new Pokeball gimmick. Yeah, I mean, probably. There's always a new gimmick of some sort. I mean, it's just coming up with it, I suppose. Because I suppose when it's come to stuff like this battle style, like, that's just effectively a thing. Yeah, look, they all spawn now. It's just during... It's not during the day. For God's sake. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna start running out. And which is why I'm so intrigued to what PLZA is going to be like. I know obviously we've had all this leak stuff this week, which I've avoided as much as I can. I've only really seen like the beta stuff, which realistically, I think obviously leaks are sort of destroying a lot of things. And, you know, there's a lot of concern behind if some of the PLZA stuff comes out, we're in big trouble with how the game's going to actually be released. But I think one of the main things to take away from this is, and also just, to consider as well, is that like how PLZA is actually going to be done, because realistically, how it's done, I think, is going to kind of showcase what the Pokemon Company like have as a future like vision, right? Because PLA said they had unique stuff and they had gimmicks or whatever. Is PLZA just going to be a sequel to that? Is it going to be something different? Are we going to be getting lots of Legends games where, there's unique twists? Or because that's what I want to see. I would like it to be a thing of it can be linked, sure. Maybe we even get the same characters who goes through lots of different, time periods, or like, I don't know, some sort of recurring link. But the main thing I want from Legends games are to be Pokemon franchise, but they're not you go to a new region, you fight all the gym leaders, you beat the champion, because although that's a very loved thing, it was very refreshing to have something new. And, there's been many Pokemon, games and spin-offs where people have enjoyed these sort of things, Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, for me, is one of my favourite Pokemon games ever. People love the Mystery Dungeon games. Like, realistically, people want a fun game, and Pokemon is in it, right? That's the thing. And PLA did that so well that I really hope Legends is going to become a recurring mainline series where they get to mix it up on the franchise. Because as much as everyone loves the classic games, and will still want them for a very long time, it is nice to have extra stuff in between that time period, but also stuff that, is different and, can bring another side to Pokemon, and they can try things out, things that they can't necessarily do in the mainline games. So, being able to actually throw the Pokeball like in Let's Go. And mind you, I wouldn't say Let's Go is the best game in the world. At least they did something slightly different. Still, obviously, following the main structure. But I feel like that was the first step of kind of maybe pushing the boat out a little bit. And I do hope they continue to do that, because PLA, I think, was so well done. And I think, 99% of Pokemon fans would say, even if it's not their favourite game, they're like, this is a very, very good and well done game. It is an excellent game, and you can't deny that, So I think the main thing to just think about is, hopefully they run with this sort of thing, because I think it would give a breath of fresh air. I think as much as this game is fantastic, obviously it got a lot of hate because of the bugs and glitches, and it would certainly be a good way to turn these things around with how long they're taking, etc. I don't know, I love the Pokemon franchise. I just want them to do more with it. Like, there's so many possibilities and so many things out there where fans or creators do these fun little things. Like, think how successful Pokerogue was done. Pokemon could easily have just released that sort of game, just with an online multiplayer system or a little story, and it would sell millions because it's a Pokemon game, but it's the sort of thing that would bring people back. And I just hope that they continue to do stuff like that, which is why I'm just praying that Legends isn't like a sequel where we have game in the past, game in the future, and then that's it, really. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But here we are anyway. There's the end of our sandwich. We'll take the Dupider. I was sort of exploring a lot of that sandwich, in fairness. There was no sort of set activity there. Okay. We do need to decide what I'm going to do next, though. I suppose we can continue doing the hunt up here for the grass types. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I've got a lot of hope. And, you know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think I wouldn't mind a future stuff. But they can't be doing the Pokedex stuff again. Or at least not the same, like, because that was ultimately what the whole game was based around. And they can't do it again because it's just... It's fun, but obviously they can't keep that up over many games. So we'll see what they do with it eventually, hopefully. I'd like to say we'll get a trailer soon, but with all the leaks... It's to be fair, sometimes that speeds trailers up, but in this case I have a feeling it's going to slow things down. You know what Game Freak, the Pokemon Company are all like when it comes to leaked stuff. Alright. Let's do a grass sandwich. What do we need? We need rice. It's just whatever the final extra ingredient is. It's chili and olive oil. Or vinegar. It's one of the two. I can never remember which. It is olive oil. There we go. And then we'll use a sour. Need this Homer Mystical bot to come back up. I think it's sort of good we failed last week. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. I can't remember if I saved before this, but I definitely saved after the Dupider. So, doesn't really matter anyway. Yeah, I just have a lot of hope, I think. And because realistically, Nintendo games are the few games now that I'm not achievement hunting in. Like, that's what I take when I play games now. A lot of the time it's what I'm doing it for, or like I'd like to do whilst I'm playing a game. And I just think that because of that, it means it's the one game that I never think about that side of things. And although I love doing it and there's no problem with it, it means that I completely only focus on absolutely everything being for, you know, the content, as it were, you know, of the game. And I just, you know, I really want to just sit down and just get engrossed in the game and you know, love it a lot. So, yeah, I hope we get a lot of stuff from PLZA. I hope they, you know, try new things out and make things more interesting, you know, give us extra content, things like that. We just got to wait and see, really. Unfortunately. I mean, I was hoping we would have got a trailer around September. But the fact that we haven't, and now the fact there's been all these leaks, I imagine either they're absolutely scrambling to get a trailer together, which I very highly doubt, or it's been pushed back even more. But I think realistically, the main thing is that it means it's not going to be early 2025 at all. I mean, I think GTA is looking more and more likely to be late 2025 as it is. You know, Assassin's Creed got pushed back. It's very unlikely once they, you know, they only really announced the GTA trailer, I think, because of the leaks. You know, because they basically leaked the trailer the day before. So they were like, we have to post it now. So, you know, you don't give the leaks trailer views. But I'm hoping that PLZA... I mean, I would like it to be later in the year. One, I suppose, from the point of view of going, oh, you know, they get more time to work on it, whatever. Mainly the fact that I'll be done with the university. And then I'll be free to just, you know, play it just every day in the evening if I want to, you know? Whereas if it decides to come out in, like, May, I'm going to be so upset because it's going to be mid-revising and I'm going to have to be spending all the days revising, which is going to suck, so... Yeah, and I think that's fair enough, you know, to spend longer, though. But, I mean, the excuse has originally been like, oh, it's, you know, like, the Switch can't handle it. Dragon Quest is such a good example. As I said, it is my favourite game ever, and I didn't play it on the Switch. But I convinced Piper to play it on the Switch. And I've seen it, and she's shown me, like, clips and videos. And it runs amazingly, and it's a lot more detailed, a lot more stuff going on. You know, there are wild, like, monsters running around. There's so much going on, and I never, ever had an issue, right? And that was made in 2017. I think it came out on the Switch 2019-ish. So it had a lot more, you know, it was a lot older, as it were. Yet it was able to run completely fine. So, I mean, yes, the Switch 2 is going to definitely get some upgrades, but there's just a lot of potential for what could happen this year. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because it used to be like a lot less often, but now we're getting them a lot more. So, all right, see you later, man. Nice talking to you. Oh dear. As a whole, though, I tell you what, it's going to be exciting. I think this next year, 2025, really holds a lot. Especially for me, as I said, it's my final year of university. You know that has a big effect anyway. But just gaming wise, there's so much. Like realistically, we are expecting the Switch 2 to come out. You know that is officially announced. We just don't know anything about it yet. You know, PLZA coming out is massive for the Pokemon franchise. GTA 6 is, you know, the biggest game in years. You know, that's crazy. GTA 6, like that, you know, it's coming out. And realistically, I wouldn't be surprised if it does well enough, it will easily surpass 5, I think. And for a game to be worked on for that long of a time, and to have such a big name, you'd expect it to do well. But there's just so much stuff happening. I mean, I keep forgetting that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are coming out. I'm so hyper-fixated on the third one coming out in like a month now. It's like a month yesterday, I think. Yeah, a month yesterday, which is amazing. I cannot wait for that. And I just sort of forgetting that at the end of these announcements, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, the reason we've taken so long to, you know, to continue this after we announced it initially is because we're also doing 1 and 2 coming out as the same game next year. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out, and I'm very, very excited. You know, we've got some great movies, some great TV shows. There's just so much happening, and I think it's going to be a peak year. I think it's going to be really, really good. And I suppose Assassin's Creed's coming out now as well. There's just so much to look forward to, like everything. Like 2025 is going to be such a good year, and I'm very, very excited for it. And I can't believe it's so soon, really. Like, I talk about it like it's a really long time away, but we're literally in October. We have like 2.5 months left of 2024, and 2024 still in my head is still kind of new. Like 2022 is getting old now. Like that feels a bit old. Like when I see that, but 2023 still feels like the other day. Like I know it's old, but I feel like it's recent. But we're nearly into 2025, which is nuts. It should not have gone this fast. I don't really know what's going on, but yeah, I'm very excited for next year. I think there's just so much stuff going to be happening. Obviously, as well, like with how my life's going to go, I'm going to finish university, so like I'm going to be in like full adulthood, which is exciting and daunting at the same time. But like as a whole, there's just there's so much that can happen, and I'm looking forward to getting into that. I'm going to miss a lot of things, of course, but like generally there's a lot of exciting times ahead. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to doing all of that. Wait, is it Quagsire spawns here? It's probably static, it's only the one. So yeah, I've just, it's optimism, right, when it comes to these games. And as I said, I'm not like, being like, oh, they need to release ASAP either, because there's just so much. Like, realistically, if it's up to me next year, I'd just take the year off. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to start working, in fairness. I don't know if I'll go... Because realistically, I won't be going, like, immediately into work. But I imagine if I get offered my old job, it won't be long. And then I'll just be in that regular cycle. So, who knows what it's going to be like. But yeah, I think there's a lot to look forward to. My life's going to dramatically change, I suppose. Is the way to really think about it. But in a good way. So there's just so much going to be going on, really. I would appreciate, though, if something could also go on today, and we could get some shinies in this area. This is about how fast we got the Dupider in. We did, of course, see a few more doing the clearing of the outbreak, but you would hope that we'll be getting some today. I might just hold that yawning. Maybe we've entered a new phase, and I won't yawn today on stream. It's been a while, but maybe that's because I took a week off. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's affected things. All right. Okay, we're not getting anything here. Why are we not getting anything? Every time I look at Lombre, I just think... I don't know if it's because I've looked at the shiny a lot, so then I think normal Lombre looks weird, and in my head that goes, oh, if it looks weird, it's a shiny. Or if I just think it's a weird-looking Pokemon. But every time I look at it, I go, that's shiny. Just because it looks strange. I am surprised, though. We do have one Lotad, which we got where the Oricorio are, the Sensu ones. I don't even think it was originally a target. I think I just went over there, and there it was. But apart from that, there's nothing we have here. And obviously, of course, we can get 2 Lotad. That would still be fine. So, as long as we haven't got any Lombre. So, realistically, anything we can get here is fine. But, and there's so many Pokemon, you'd think we'd get lucky, but so far, doesn't seem to be the case. No, don't yawn. Don't yawn, Harry. You've got this. Okay. Yeah, okay, I just have to make sure I'm looking everywhere. I mean, Seedot's the least obvious of the lot. It's still clear, I think, but it's very well hidden in the grass. And so is Fomantis, but Fomantis is so dramatically different, there's no way you can't see it. Because you can see that pink from anywhere. And obviously the green, stays the same, but the brightness of the yellow makes such a difference. I said it like I've seen it. I've not seen a wild shiny Fomantis, but I certainly wouldn't mind. Right, why don't we keep looking through some of these evolutions I've caught. Rhyperior was a very awesome one, actually, because that one, again, PLA sort of diminishes it a little bit because they're a lot more available there. But it was still very cool, considering I didn't even have Rhydon or Rhyhorn at the time. I'm sort of going to ignore the rest of Gen 4. I don't think they really work as much. I mean, to be fair, Torterra and Infernape both found as shiny alphas. So, I think that one's hard to argue. That one's very cool. Oh, I love this theme as well. Which one theme is this? Oh, Pellucid City in Pokemon White. Oh, I can't wait for Gen 5 remakes, man. Make them HD 2D and literally just like the best game ever. Just Pokemon on the Switch, but in a style that people can go, yeah, this is modern, but also feels like the old games. That is the dream. Okay, what else have we caught in its form? Okay, what else? No, your Dynamax Avengers. There's definitely a few that stand out. I just can't see them right now. Gardevoir, as I said, for sure. There we go, there's Gardevoir. I said a lot of them are just Dynamax Adventures, the later ones, which makes sense, to be fair, but like... Wait, I don't have a shiny Stantler. Really? That can't be right. I must have just not ticked that off on this side of things. There's no way I don't have a shiny Stantler. Because obviously I can't catch it in a different stage. Yeah, I've just not ticked that off on this one. Because obviously I've caught a shiny Stantler as a Stantler. It can't be caught anywhere else. Just haven't ticked it off here. Got Naruto running Shiftry over there. That's quite funny. Oh, Squeaky Clean with the raid. Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for the raid. Everyone's bailed on me today. Well, we had a few people join, but everyone's been like, oh, I've got to go. But there we go. Oh my god, you joined and we got the shiny luck. Let's go. Oh my god. Amazing. Shiny Seedot. We haven't had anything here. That is an amazing, amazing timing. Thank you. You saved me with the shinies. We've had the one Dewpider so far today. Look at that little beautiful shiny. I think Dialga kind of puts it out of proportion a little bit. Doesn't make it seem as cool, but... There we go. How was the stream? How was the stream? I would shout you out, but as I said, I think everyone's not here today. My usual viewers, one's on holiday, one's working, and the other one just left. So, was that Left 4 Dead 2? If that's the game you're talking about, I've never played it. I've seen it, but I don't know. I've never actually played it. Is it horror? I'm feeling it is. I mean, for me, just horror as a concept isn't like... I'm not that bothered. Like Scorn, I know is a horror-ish game, and it's leaving Game Pass, so loads of people have been playing it, but I just haven't bothered. I'm just not a big horror person. More shooter than horror. Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of weird and random games. I'm a big achievement hunter, so a lot of stuff comes through that. Can this thing stop healing itself? I'm trying to think of some weird ones I've played. I don't know. But, no, that's cool. I hope you enjoyed it. And we haven't been doing too well with shinies recently. The Dewpider we got earlier is the first one I've had in a few weeks. Dynamax Adventures has now been almost 4 months since we've had a brand new one, unfortunately. We just keep getting duplicates, which is a shame. Yeah, no worries, my friend. Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. I'm just going to keep shiny hunting, and hopefully we can get some more. If we get another raid, maybe that will guarantee us another shiny, who knows. It's my second Seedot now. At least gets me the shiny Shiftry. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Hope you have a rest of your day. Oh, I'm not hunting Ditto. One, I already have it, and two, I'm not interested in putting myself through that again. That's a pain. It was horrible doing that. Alright. There we go. There's the shiny Seedot, thank God. We did get at least one shiny from this area. This area has been a curse to us recently. Just never getting anything here. Alright. I'll put Shiftry up. I would put a Shiftry. Nuzleaf. I would put Shiftry up, because we can still get Nuzleaf, but I don't have one, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's... yeah, we'll just leave this as it is, I suppose. I need to change these, actually. So we'll what I do, every single shiny, to make sure I, don't forget to change things, because I do it a lot, we change the counter, which I've got a generator here, so we can do that very quickly, which is nice. And all I have to do is click that. There we go, 653. And then I also update my shiny dexes, because otherwise I will forget. And then I'm massively behind, and then I'm very confused on the counter. So, yeah, it's a regular thing, really. I will do Shiftry for the minute rather than Nuzleaf. Oh, wait, hold on. I have got Shiftry. Oh, maybe that's all of them then. Oh, I guess I've got 2 Seedots already. We've done the whole line. I didn't even know. So 275. Yeah, we have 3 Seedots. I didn't even know that. But I suppose that's good now that we've done that. Oh, let's not do that. All right, let's save there. See if we can get anything else. I mean, this is a very good area, I think, grass type wise. There's so many grass types here, and all of them I don't have. Yet we just haven't been able to get anything. But that Seedot is at least a good sign. I mean, I think we have about 15 minutes left, maybe. I need to put Gallo back at the front. So we have a still pretty good shot. I mean, who do we have here? We have Lurantis and Fomantis, who I don't have. Obviously, Seedot we're now done. Although, in fairness, I actually think we needed another. We have Lotad and Lombre. Is that it? I suppose, yeah, Seedot and Nuzleaf were the other ones. But yeah, they're all still ones I need. So I just figured this would be a very good area. One of the few areas left where I still needed everything. So it's not true anymore, but we can still take something. We've got 15 minutes left. I'll take a Nuzleaf. It'd be cool getting a wild Nuzleaf. I've talked quite a bit today about catching shinies as their evolutions. I think that's way more interesting as a whole. If someone says to you, "Oh, I caught three shiny Ralts," like, "Oh yeah, that's great." But if someone says, "I caught a shiny Ralts, then a shiny Curlier, and then a shiny Gardevoir, and then a shiny Gallade as well," which I've done, like it's just such like a cooler thing. And I'm not gonna go out of my way to to hunt for those specifically. If I can hunt it in this game as opposed to having to do it in the wild and Sword, I'm not that bothered because it's just going to slow it massively down, and I still have 400 to get. But like realistically, if it's an opportunity that's doable, then I'll go for it. Like if I'm doing an outbreak and I still need the evolution, I'm more likely to stop doing the outbreak and hunt the evolution rather than continue it, even if it's better odds. Just because I think it just makes it a bit more unique, a lot more interesting, and it could provide some good stories. Like I think ultimately my favourite one that I've caught as a higher evolution has got to be my Charizard, and not because it's Charizard. I do think generally Charizard is this overrated Pokemon, not because it's not cool. It's just because so many people view it as like the Pokemon, and obviously Rampardos is the GOAT. But I caught it in Let's Go, and that was really exciting and really cool. So, that was a lot more of an experience for me, I suppose, and that made things more interesting. It just kind of adds more to getting a shiny, because I don't quite react to shinies, I think, as I used to. Oh, there we go. Okay, no, I'm happy with that one. Oh my god, yes. I need to keep talking about reacting to them. That's when we seem to be getting them. Mainly because I think just like I get so many now. Like I'm so used to it. But when things like this happen, it takes you by surprise, or you're not expecting it. You just it's kind of just you've kind of signed it off. When you sign it off as you're not getting it, that's when it's crazy to get. Like Arceus. I mean, for those of you who don't know, this is Arceus. Over 13,000 resets for Arceus. It's not been fun. And when I get it, though, it'll be amazing, right? And it's the same with some of the Dynamax Adventures ones. You kind of just assume by this point that you're not going to get the shiny. And that, I think, ultimately makes it a lot more exciting when you do. And that sort of feeling I also get from, getting those later evolutions, because you're not expecting to get those. The Gardevoir I did get was from the group when a Gardevoir spawns and Ralts spawn around it. So I was expecting a Ralts. But I ended up getting the Gardevoir, and then it adds a lot to it, I think, and that's the main thing. Hiya Freya, how's it going? Okay, let's catch this. This should be an easy one. There we go, shiny Lotad, and that is technically our Lombre. It's not amazing because I would prefer the Lombre, but we'll take that as the Ludicolo. And there's another win. It's another shiny. That is the main thing. It is about getting these extra shinies, I think, is what we're looking for. So, do we have it as a... Did I get rid of Ludicolo? I did not. Amazing. So we can put Ludicolo there. And we'll just leave Lombre up still. Oh yeah, not too bad, thank you. We do seem to be finally getting some shinies. So we've had a bit of a drought recently. But yeah, hopefully we can get some more. I mean, we'll be getting some new ones next week when we do the version exclusive for Violet. Actually, I say next week. I believe it's this weekend, so I'm going to be doing that this weekend. But it's just nice to get some new stuff. We've been doing awfully in Dynamax Adventures. I think, is it 5 or 6? We've had 5 or 6 phases now for what we've been doing. I don't hunt anything specific in Dynamax Adventures. And if you want to join at some point, I do it on Saturdays. 7:30 p.m. British time, so you're very welcome to. As I said, we don't have... Hello, another Lotad with a mark! Oh my god! What the hell? Where did this come from? Oh my god, this is what it used to feel like. This is how often I used to get shinies. Oh my goodness. What are the games you stream? Pretty much just Pokemon at this point. I mean, I do another Pokemon game to get other shiny hunts, but pretty much because of like my workload with university, I don't really have time to do... I used to do Thursday streams where I mainly played Hitman, maybe the odd few other things, but mainly Hitman. But I just don't have the time anymore. I have other commitments on Thursdays anyway, so everything becomes a bit of a blur. And whilst I'm still at university, until I leave, until I finish, which will be next year. I'm just sticking to, you know, the routine of doing Pokemon, because I have a YouTube video I've been working on, and so that takes up a lot of my time. Obviously, uni work does, and it's just going to get more hectic. So for now, I just pretty much stick to two that I do. Also, because I game so much outside of streaming, I do a lot of achievement hunting, and so I do that outside of stream. So I'm not finding as much time to play Pokemon. So then I go, I'll play Pokemon on stream. So then I'm still playing it regularly, which is the main thing. Who's my favourite Pokemon? My favourite Pokemon is Rampardos right here. Lugia is... I mean, Lugia, I've always said they're tied. Realistically, they're tied, but on the channel, it's kind of more Rampardos is better. Mainly because I think I idolise it a lot more, and I really just do love it. I do love Lugia a lot, though. Very, very much. Regigigas is just far behind. Although he's sitting back here, he's a bit more hidden. But yeah, Rampardos is the GOAT. That's why it's my profile picture. How crazy is that, though? 3 quick shinies. Squeaky Clean really helped us out there with the raid. I completely forgot C-Dot's, like, hat almost changed colour. So it's a lot more obvious than I remembered it being, but at least we got that now. Although Lotad's done. We don't need any more Lotad, which is kind of the main thing of this area. We go back to Fomantis and Lurantis only. We've just knocked out 2 of the lines in this area. But, you know, we're nearly the end of the sandwich, so I will just continue here for the minute, and then we'll work out what we're doing next. Favourite is Mewtwo? Fair enough. I mean, I've never been a massive fan of Mewtwo. I don't really know why. I mean, I don't have the Gen 1 nostalgia. The first game I ever played was Fire Red, but I was very young. And I don't think I ever came across Mewtwo because I didn't really, you know, I didn't really know what I was doing. So I didn't quite get that experience, because I know a lot of people's favourite Pokemon ultimately are because of... There's a lot of reasons. It's not just because it's the coolest design. So often it's because of nostalgia, or because they had a unique experience within a game. I mean, it's the same for me. So Rampardos, my reasoning behind loving Rampardos, yes, I've grown with it over the years. I've always liked its design, but the reason specifically is because of Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. You have to boss fight it at one point, and as a kid, I always used to die to it all the time. I could never beat it. Obviously, I eventually did, and you know, as you get older, it's a lot easier. But I remember I had this devastating attack, because you know, ultimately Rampardos is a glass cannon, and it would just completely destroy the swirly thing. I can't remember what they called it. But instead of being like frustrated and hating it because it just always beat me, I ended up kind of going, wow, this Pokemon's super strong, super cool. And I just kind of ended up loving it because of it. I think Cranidos was also a partner you could have, and I think that was cool. And maybe that influenced it a little bit as well. I don't quite have the same love for Cranidos, but, you know, it's my favourite baby, so it's kind of there, I suppose. But yeah, because of that, which I said, it kind of seems counterintuitive, but it is the reason that I love Rampardos. And I said a lot of people's favourite Pokemon are unique experiences like that. They're like, oh, this was the Pokemon that I beat Cynthia with, you know, my first ever champion, the first ever game, this was the main one. Or, you know, this was my first ever shiny, or this Pokemon, you know, carried me through a game, effectively. So people have very different reasons. And sometimes it is just design. But, you know, that was mine for me. I mean, Lugia is because of Soul Silver. Like, I thought it was so cool. I played Soul Silver, and just, you know, its animation, you know, coming out of the waterfall. It was my desktop background for a while. I just think as a whole, like, it's you know, Lugia is him. Like, it's just sick. It's so cool. And that massively influences you when, you know, when you're that age. And when I was that age, I was like, oh, Ho-Oh's a bit boring. It's just a big bird that flies. Look at Lugia, it's going through waterfalls and stuff. But as I've got older, I've learned that I absolutely love Ho-Oh. I think Ho-Oh is awesome. And I would have probably been equally as happy to have had Heart Gold. So, you know, things do change, but realistically, you know, some of the ones, like some of my favourite Pokemon, we have Poliwrath, who is... Oh, just sitting up there behind me. It's between Scizor and Celebi, so you can't really see it, just about. But Poliwrath, that is literally because I played with it in Fire Red, and I thought it was really cool. That's it. That's the reason it's there, you know. And I think it is a great Pokemon, but so much of that was influenced by me liking it when I was young, you know. And even though I don't have particularly like amazing memories of it, it's just something that stuck with me. And I think that's the same with most people. You know, pretty much every Pokemon is someone's favourite. I know they did that poll where they over 50,000 votes, and everything bar 4 got a vote, and that was before Gen 9. Which is kind of crazy because in my head, for a new generation of Pokemon to become someone's favourite, it's got to be like, you know, nostalgia, or at least been around a while. But I suppose you get a lot of people who are playing those games for the first time, and that obviously makes a difference. And also, just, you know, there's a lot of them that are fantastic designs. And I think Gen 8's a lot harder. I think I can see it more with Gen 9. I think Gen 9 has genuinely an incredible roster. I think they absolutely killed it with Gen 9. I have very little complaints. I think they have a good range. I like the legendaries. I like the starters. I like everything. I mean, I can't really see anyone going, my favourite Pokemon is Quaxwell. If your favourite Pokemon is Quaxwell, I think you maybe look like Quaxwell, and that's your reasoning. So maybe Gideon from Gravity Falls likes Quaxwell a lot, but apart from that, like, you know, it's just one of those. But that's my opinion. There's other people probably going, who would like Rampardos, you know? So you do get an interesting mix, I think. But I would be interested to see if genuinely, like hand on heart, everyone in the world who plays Pokemon, if every Pokemon is liked. Realistically, all of like the something type of Pokemon are going to be, you know, starters, legendaries, fossils, anything with a mega. All of those, it's just all the any Pokemon that has got no relevance to anything. They're the ones you've got to question, I think. And I think at the time, the votes were Electric, which surprises me because Electros is very well loved. But I suppose it's kind of like a bad Electros. Why would you like Electric more than Electros? I think that's probably the main argument. But I'm just surprised people like Tynamo more than it. But there we are. I think Gumshoos was in there. So, you know, all the Young Goose lovers, you'd think there maybe would be one who likes Gumshoos. Maybe it was a Trump thing. Everyone seems to say he looks like Trump. I think one of the Cascoon or Silcoon, which sort of raises the question of who likes the other one. Like, if you don't like Cascoon, who out there is liking Silcoon? You know, it's literally a ball, like a ball. There's nothing interesting about it. But here we are. I can't remember what the other one was, but you know, everyone has such like unique stories and reasoning behind loving just anything in life, and it applies the same to Pokemon, you know. And I think that's really interesting. I always like trying to find out what people's favorite Pokemon are, you know, when they join streams or when they drop in, because I just think, you know, it's interesting and unique. And yes, of course, you do get, you know, people with, you know, the same ones. I think the most interesting are definitely people with middle evolution stories, because Final Evolution is, you know, the one you stick around with probably the longest. You know, if you play the full game, it's the most powerful generally. And then also the first one is like it's the first one you caught it like that stage. You know, things like that. So it's interesting when people's favorite Pokemons are the middle, especially when it's kind of like the transition from the original to the full power. Like the YouTuber CJR, like his favorite is Poliwhirl. And I have no idea why. I really want to know why. Because Poliwag, I'm not personally bothered for why. But Poliwhirl is just Poliwrath, but not as cool in my head, right? But like, what makes you go, oh, I prefer this over that? You know, I don't know. Like, you'd assume Poliwrath would be up there as some of his favourite because it's so similar in design. And like, it's cool, don't get me wrong. I think it's because it's probably quite a lot like Mario. It's got like the gloves and everything, maybe. But who knows? You know, that's what makes everything, you know, you can speak to anyone about Pokemon and have a, you know, a nice time, have a good conversation, which is why I like doing streaming, you know, especially we said on Saturdays when, you know, it's a lot busier and we have a lot of interesting conversations. We talk about lots of different things and things that I wouldn't talk about, you know, with my usual friends. All right, there we go. Sandwich over. We did very well on that one. Very well indeed. Why don't we have a quick recap? We did get one with a mark. Let's have a little look. So we got our Dewpider from the outbreak. Oh wait, why is this slower? What is this music? I don't know, but I'm skipping it. Which I don't think has a mark, right? No, but you know, still cool shiny. There's our C-Dot, which Squeaky Clean got for us. There's our first Lotad, which we only had one of in this before this sandwich. And now we have 3, including the one with a mark, who has the Cloudy mark. Lotad the Cloud Watcher. Very nice. There it is. We now have that whole line done. Amazing. And save our game here. Now up to 654. Actually making progress on the shine again. You know, we're back to the days of actually improving my my roster in a stream. I've kind of got used to just streaming now and not getting shinies. So, okay. The real question is what we do for the last hunt. What do we do? I mean, there's nothing great outbreak-wise. I can think of, like, Pokemon to get, but they're all, like, really obscure and hard to spot. I still kind of want to leave them. So maybe we'll have a quick scroll. I mean, I do have gifts, I suppose I can look at. And we've still got the second Wheezing. We still need the second coughing for Wheezing. I still need an Arcanine. I still need a Mankey. We could go for a Alolan Diglett again. Horsey Seadra. Furret Linoon. In fact, I'm tempted to do those guys. If we go Furret Linoon, Sentret. Who else can we do that's a normal type? Wait, did I end up getting Skarmory? I did, didn't I? Yeah. I still need another Slack off to get Slacking. So we could try for that as well. Okay, that's fine. But we can cover those. I do need to delete a few of these gifts because I do have them now. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll go for Sentret and Furret because although they're not interesting shinies, it'd be cool to finally get. The question is actually where is the best place to hunt them? I know you can do it down here because we saw them earlier, but is there anywhere better? Is the real question. Okay, I think we just go where we went. And that should cover us. I haven't done a normal sandwich in a while. Luckily I do actually remember what to get for this one. It is nothing. Makes our lives a little bit easier. We'll use up the last non-salty herb mystic we've got. Oh, how I dream to get a shiny Ariados in the wild. That would be cool. Alright. Let's do a picnic. Awesome. I'm so glad Rampardos and Lugia and Regigigas all sit very well. Because it's quite... I mean, obviously Dusk Noir wasn't going to sit well, but, like, there's some that I'm expecting to and they just haven't. Trevenant is amazing, though. Trevenant is, you know, one of the most recent ones. And it's just perfect. I love Trevenant so much. He's so cool. And I never even had it when I played Gen 6. It's one of those later acquisitions that I went, yeah, this is cool as hell. So, we love Trevenant. Alright, so we go for Rice. And then we just go next to the end, salty and sweet. There we are. Let's hope we get a new, the bot updated by next week. Otherwise, we're going to be very short on Herba Mystica. So we actually have done well today. I mean, we obviously could, you know, fail this sandwich as well, but so far we've had a shiny each sandwich, which hasn't quite been the case recent weeks. Otherwise I might have to actually do proper go over Herb Mystica. So there's the one thing I like kind of do that isn't, it's not illegal. Like all the time date change on raids is also completely fine. I just think it's like morally wrong. Generally, which is why I don't get shinies that way. Or you know, like generating things. What? Did I do it wrong? Bugger. I think you can't use sweet. That's annoying. I'll have to use double salty. I can't remember where I was going, but... Oh, I need to update shinies. We're on 4 now, aren't we? Oh, which actually means that... Because we got Lotad, twice. C dot and Dupide. Which also means we're on 655. Bloody hell. We're going too fast. Where are we? There we are. Let me update the tracker as well to make sure that we're not falling behind. So Lombre and Ludicolo, which is cool. Luxury Balls, Ludicolo, and Lombre, and of course neither of them were caught in the correct stage. Awesome. Okay, let's do this again. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So we can just do rice, and then sweet, salty, and salty again, because we can't use sweet. Gets for the encounter power, which is sort of the most important one. Arguably. Okay. Whoever came up with this is a legend. Because, I mean, before you could pretty much do stuff like this with a shorter recipe, but you nearly always had to... Actually, to be fair, you still have to always use salty. Just the other one was still more complicated. Salty just has the most power, most effect. For some reason. Whether they intended for that or not, I don't know. Dun, dun, dun. Oh wow, GameStop. I don't have it over here, but it's partnered with PSA to accept cards for grading. That would be pretty cool if we had that. Don't quite think Gamer there, but not quite as big of a company. Although, to be fair, GameStop literally his entire thing is just every time Roaring Kitty appears, they rise and then it just falls again. I think it's forever going down. Unfortunately, it is a failing company. But you know, the whole physical, you know, games franchise is a struggling company, really. Digital is becoming so popular, even though there's so many, you know, downsides. Because, you know, you own the license of the game, or like you can use the license. You don't even technically own the game, which is now what's going to be reported on things. Oh, why does it have to be raining? It massively slows us down. But yeah, at least, hopefully with that, people might buy games more. To be fair as well, usually it's cheaper if you buy it, you know, as a disc. And I suppose a lot of the time, obviously, you can sell it. You know, I've been an idiot in the past and not sold things on games that I now want to complete, so it's not as bad. But I've bought an online game and then completed it really quickly and then never played it again. And that's where, you know, you can't make any money off of that. And then, you know, like there are a lot of games that are like releasing that I'm excited about and I will play and finish so quickly that I could sell like for almost full price a few days later, and you know, played a brand new game for this amount of money. But realistic, it depends. I suppose a lot of the stuff I play now is Game Pass, and like Dragon Quest I've bought physical because I want the box, and you know, absolute goat. But I generally do buy games online, I think, because it's just easier with, you know, management, I suppose. I think now that I kind of you know, not playing on a TV and at my own like PC and, you know, setup or whatever, I think I'm more likely to buy physical. I think before I was just like, oh, it was an effort and I have to switch things out or whatever. Because it is nice just being able to switch between games. You know, you're not sure what you're going to play, you just hop on one and then you go, actually, no, I'll play this one instead. So, why is nothing spawning here? I mean, it's incredibly laggy, which isn't fun. It says they should be here. I mean, it's far out I need to consider more. But it says this whole part of the map. And we just seem to be getting a lot of... I mean, let's go a bit further up. And we just seem to be getting a lot of things. Oh, I forget Jack is here. Hello. Forget you exist. Yeah, I mean... There's just so many Stantler. And if we definitely didn't have Stantler before, we should now if we get it here, but... There's not as many Sentret and Furret as I thought. It seems to be all Scrovit. I mean, that's a Sentret, which is good. But I said, this is just one of those ones you can't separate, really. Although this does seem to be nearly all Stantler. Which is kind of concerning. Let's see if I can... I mean, I'm pretty sure there are videos on these guys. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Sentret Furret. Oh, dusk until dawn. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, is that the only time they spawn? Oh, no. Although, to be fair, actually, people are saying... Seems to be... Where is that? Oh, up here. Really? Oh, wait, no, down in the... Oh, it's in the cave. I mean, that's not bad. Because if they're the only ones in the cave, then I could just keep going in and out the cave. That could be perfect. Okay, I can't get rid of that Sand Slash, but... I don't really want to fight it. Oh, I'm going to have to. I need to get rid of it. See what Terra type it is, just so we can get rid of it. Oh, it's ground. Gallade might just be strong enough to finish it off. If we can get rid of this, then I can just come in and out of this cave. Okay, yeah, strong enough. I forget that it just doesn't get a turn when you do that. I never fight terrors because I always think, oh, it's a pain, but realistically, they're very easy. I usually just sync machine them because you can do that, which is nice. Okay, I mean, this is better, but it's not amazing. It's not like they're, you know, spawning in the hundreds. I mean, at least we don't have a behind-the-wall situation like we did with Umbreon. In that one cave. That wasn't fun. I don't appreciate them blocking the door, though. That's a bit of a pain. Are we just going to be locked into an endless encounter thing now? Okay, no. I'm going to get off, though, so I can try and run past them. I've just got to hope that it stays dark for a while. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but well, I felt like it was day majority of that last hunt, so it should at least be, you know, night for a while. I just never know when we're in these caves, like trying to get Pokemon to spawn. Do you just walk in and kind of move around? I mean, watching on the video, what does he do? I think he does just wait in there. It's hard to tell, man. Maybe he's best to wait on the outside. They're just not spawning. Like, not like I was expecting. If I stand here, that sort of defeats... I mean, more spawned. Problem is, if I do stand still, then they end up running for you. It's just not as many spawning as I'd hoped. I guess we're just gonna keep flying away in and out, and hopefully, at least because they're, you know, only these guys, they'll be shiny. I suppose at least like this, we know every single time these are new guys. That's the main thing. But there's just only 4 of them. In the video, there were so many more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly away, come back and wait outside. So let them spawn in there whilst I'm not near. And then go and have a look. Okay, I think that's given a second. Maybe I was out of range. Maybe if I just stand here? Am I just not meant to be able to see them spawn? Is that what it is? Because it's really not as many as I'd hoped. Okay, you're going to try run into me. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're just going to run in and out quickly because this is going to be the quickest way to do this, considering how often they're spawning. It's a shame we're not getting more. Oh, but there's literally 3. Why wouldn't you spawn more often? It's just like the one corner I'm not in. Maybe I just need to stand in a corner. Maybe they'll keep spawning over there. Oh yeah, it's working. Getting more of them. Okay, this is a bit better. So I just keep letting them spawn in. Because this is definitely faster than what I was doing before. There was not enough of them. But if I was getting 4 or 5 every time, I'd say it's probably faster than what I was doing before. But standing over here, just letting them spawn in, I think is better. And I suppose I can see a lot better. Yeah, and then with that many, I can just come out. See, I'm very worried I'm going to miss a shiny with these guys. Come back in. And sit in the corner again. Maybe it is just the distance. Although that side seems to only spawn centric. So maybe I also need to be... Oh no, never mind. Although this one wants to run into me. No, okay. I need to replace this email. Yeah, I just think waiting here is probably going to be best for the amount of spawns. It's not as active, I suppose, but at least they seem to be spawning in this way, he says. I think we just have to wait. This is our best shot, really. It's not the easiest to see. It's like the contrast of the blonde almost on the ferret next to the brown of the centret, and that slight bit of pink in its ears every now and then. I keep just thinking, like seeing the contrast of colours and thinking it's a shiny ferret. But it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Okay, well, at least it's still daytime. I think that's a good thing. We got over half the sandwich still, so we still got quite a lot, but at least we seem to be getting more spawns, and we've still got time. Oh, this one spotted me, so it's coming to me, isn't it? Yeah, so that's weird. They follow you like, but slowly. They try to get to you, but just really slowly. If I wait here, though, they can't spot me. Whereas I think these ones spawned here because I was in the, like, not the hallway, you know, like the entrance. Just thinking here, I can see all spawns for sure. Just in the little corridor bit, I can't. I'm just staring at one point on the screen, though. Okay, that's enough for me to respawn. Is that shiny? No. It's just I said the mix, because the blonde on the ferret sort of makes it look like there's a shiny centret, and then the pink ears of the centret sort of make it look like there's a shiny ferret. Like, you just see ferret, pink-ish, and then go, oh, shiny. So it kind of, yeah, it throws you off a lot. At least I find it does. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the right call, sitting in this corner and kind of just letting them spawn in. So I think it's, you know, going to give us our best shiny chances. Just got to be patient. Is this centric coming for me? I can't tell. Are you coming for me? Oh no, you've just seen me. I think now you might be coming for me. Yeah, now you're coming for me. I shall escape. Oh no, I yawned. Oh damn it, I was doing so well. It wasn't a proper one, I suppose, but now I've let it out, it'll probably come out more. Just that, it's especially because it's far away. Like I just see like a sudden like slither of pink, and that throws me off. Even it's just because I don't associate these Pokemon with pink, and obviously I know that the Ferret Shiny is sort of like a reddish pink. So that also isn't helpful. It's just hard to see them spawn when they bunch up like this, so... I think what they reminded me more of is kind of like... I think Dusclops, maybe Duskull? I don't know why. Something's maybe just the round bit and then seeing red, so it's like a round eye? I think it's that I keep thinking of. I sort of keep getting like flashbanged by it, but I can't like react quick enough to think what I'm like thinking it looks like, you know? God, some big Centrets. Just gotta be patient. I mean, what are we looking at time-wise? 12.5 minutes. It's not too bad. Still got decent time. I mean, I'd argue these are probably spawning more than if we were just running around anyway. And there were no Stantler, no Squobit or anything. No Hoot Hoot. Like, generally, like, although it feels slower because you're not running around, I mean, it is dependent, in fairness. It is sort of dependent on how quickly they're spawning the cave. But generally, this is like a reliable amount of spawns. Also, I need to make sure that I don't ever fail getting in, because then they all spawn near there and then I mess that up. I just end up getting hit. So I have to just run straight in, straight to this corner before they can spawn in front of me. And then I can see them all spawn in the corner. As I said, if I wait in the entrance there, or down here I suppose, they will just spawn in the cave. Just this isolates them over there. It just seems to be a distance thing. Standing in the middle of the cave didn't quite work. Oh, it's when they turn around. I can't work out what it reminds me of. Maybe Claydol? For some reason Frostlass keeps coming back to my head, but that can't be right. What's the, similarity between this and Frostlass? I don't know. I mean, it's definitely like a Azumarill, let's be real. Like, it's basically just land Azumarill. It certainly gives those vibes. Okay, well, the good thing is it is still nighttime, so at least we're there. I'm going to just kind of wait here for a minute and see what will spawn in if I just stand in the entrance. Yeah, it's just not enough because I don't give them as much space to spawn. Oh wait, this is like Indigo Disc Kitakami music. Yeah, it is. There we go, just get through a bit. Come on, Centric, come on, Furret. End us off with another shiny. Dum, dum. Nope, nothing there. The more I'm looking at Centric, the more I think it looks like milk chocolate with a like white chocolate ring in the middle. Which maybe is just my brain telling me I'm hungry, but I don't know. You tell me, it just looks that sort of texture, Just gotta wait, be patient. Hope that a shiny appears. How long have we got left? I can't actually see that bit. Do it when this is hidden. 9.5 minutes. And we're still dark, which I suppose is the main thing. We haven't wasted too much. I mean, I'm assuming these spawn in the day. Okay, that's a proper yawn. Maybe just not in this cave. Who knows? Okay, let's reset again. Ah, this is frustrating. I do need to get this Suicune hunt sorted though. I might use like a bit of free time this week trying to grind out for get my harvest one ready, because I've decided I am going to go for Trevenant, mainly because one, there's a possibility I get a shiny Pangoro, and I would only be going for Pancham. Possibly I get a shiny Pancham, sorry. Unlikely, but I would rather a really good Trevenant one. Trevenant has everything, basically. Smeagol's sort of the best one for preparing to catch these. But Pan, like, generally trying to catch, like, an ability mon, effectively. But effectively, Smeagol is the best for what we're doing today. Like, shiny hunting like this, and just, like, getting ready. That's what they're best for. But I'm not going to be shiny hunting, like a normal Pokemon. I need a Harvest mon. And that's where Trevenant's going to be a bit better. Otherwise, I'd be using Smeagol if I was going for a regular one. Do, 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 do. Wow, look, the Sentra actually left me alone. That's a surprise. Yeah, I mean, generally, what I should be building, if I was, like, doing the average shiny hunt, as it were, Smeagol is what I should be going for, building a Smeagol. Sort of like how I've built Gallade, but Smeagol is the best one for it. I've just always, like, preferred using Gallade. However, Smeagol's better for covering some certain options, whereas in these games, it's so easy because you can run away from the fight. I'm just happy to use Gallade. But yeah, because I'm going for the legendary, I need someone that can do the same, or at least can set up for the same thing. I mean, I should probably get a Smeagol anyway, because realistically, Trevenant will be doing Harvest and Skill Swap. But yeah, that's the main thing. It's keeping it alive, because we don't want to get to a point where I can't catch it because it struggles. I also got to hope I don't run out of Pokeballs, so I need to stock up on that. Realistically, I need to get more money, get a Pangoro with Scrappy, so I can get a Trevenant with Harvest, and then build up a Smeagol as well, I think. I don't know, because realistically, once I get Suicune to lower health, and who knows, maybe I will want to start shiny hunting in this game now that I have that, because there's going to be a load of Pokemon I don't have available in these games, and I might as well therefore do in those older games if I've got a setup. But then it also means if I'm going to do that, I'd probably want to record it. And I don't know, there's lots of factors, right? I just need to consider those, really. It's hard to say. I mean, how did I do Medicham and Ordino from the wormhole? Did I just throw Luxury Balls? I must have had something with Full Swipe, and then I just... Yeah, I don't know. The current way is just not working well enough, and I need to make sure I'm prepared. It really doesn't help that Pokemon Online's gone, because that's sort of, you know... I can't just trade for things, just to help my, speed this up. But I should have thought about that maybe when everything closed down, so... But it is what it is. Let me not listen to this. Come on, guys. How long? 4.5 minutes. This is all really weird music now. I don't quite know what that is, but... Let's just take us back to the Black Spiral Tower. Dragon Spiral. Because that's such a good theme. No, go away, Cedric. Oh, what is it reminding me of, man? Can't work it out. Hunter, hello, how's it going? Come on, we got 3 minutes left. How would they keep spotting me? It was going fine. Yeah, not too bad. We've actually done all right with shinies today. Haven't had anything in this sandwich. This is going to be my last one as well, actually. So I will unfortunately be ending this stream very soon. But yeah, generally good. I think we've had a decent run today. And yeah, generally life is good. If we could get a shiny of these guys there, that'd be great. So it means I'm just going to have to add to a list of... Oh, I suppose I'm going to have to do it twice. I'm not getting 2 in the next few minutes. It's just another one who has to do at night, which is really annoying. Come on. Okay, let's just run again. We need to respawn as often as possible. Because at this rate, we're not getting anything. Gen 1 Living Shiny Dex, nice. How's it going? Are you doing that through a game? What specific game? Like Let's Go or something? Because, I mean, that's crazy. That's brave. That's what Johnston did. I said, I'm just doing it as a whole, so I don't really have an order. Which is why we're doing Sentret and Ferret on a random Tuesday evening. Come on. I think we've got 1 or 2 more resets max. Oh, and cards. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little thing. I do 5 different like dexes in terms of. So I have the main dex, which is like, you know, just how a normal Pokédex would work for every Pokemon, except I try and make sure they're from their original region, not necessarily the original game, because I don't have a lot of those and it's just expensive, rather the original region. Then I have the shiny dex, which is just, you know, all the shinies. No trade, no pogo, etc. Then the trade decks, the wonder trade decks, and the pogo decks, which you can, you know, understand what they all. And then I'm also doing, which a guy called Deep Pocket Monster actually I discovered was already doing when I came up with this, you know, deciding to do it, is get at least 1 Pokemon card of every single Pokemon out there, and form. I'm also trying to do all the Pokeballs, all the relevant trainers, so, you know, gym leaders, champions, rival player characters, everything like that, and it's just kind of a more fun way of card collecting, because then I have another reason to enjoy the commons, I suppose, which is the main thing. And of course we've got some very good cards along the way. It does look like this has failed though. Nothing here, which is a bit of a shame. Won't mind this today. Call that yellow sandshrew just for a second there. I got baited into thinking that was shiny, but I mean that's pretty good timing with the day and night. Maybe we started just as like day was ending and I didn't notice. I don't know, but point is the sandwich is over. We failed. Oh yeah, and I did open the Zamazenta Premium box the other day, if you're aware of what that is. And I did very, very well. I think I got 8 hits out of 11 packs, including these 2. The Suicune Galarian Gallery. But more importantly, I managed to pull the Mewtwo V-Star, which was crazy, really, because it's quite expensive. Now my most expensive card. Although a friend of mine opened their 4th Stellar Crown pack the other day and pulled the Terapagos SIR, which was ridiculous. So, yeah, they're beating me at the moment. I have loads of nice cards. I mean, I have one of my binders right here, filled with a few cards. I'll show you shortly. I'll show you briefly before I end the stream, because I'm going to end it in a second. Oh wow, you got the Bubble Mew, nice. Yeah, that's more expensive than my Mewtwo. I've only opened one. I've opened one ETB of 151. I'm just not bothered by it that much. So I think a lot of people love it because of the nostalgia. I'm just, again, not particularly bothered. See, a lot of the trainer cards, all the rest of them I have to pull, but the trainer cards I'm happy buying some because they're a lot harder to come across and there's a lot less of them. But I did get Friends in Sinnoh the other day from the box. I also got that Mewtwo in the same pack, so that was quite nice because it's the only Lucas card. But this is a page of some of my favourite cards that I don't have in my main binder because either I'm trying to protect them because I don't have a proper binder yet, or I've got other cards that go there or whatever. So I'll go to my main screen. Why not? Absolute state of my room. Chien-Pao we pulled recently. The Charizard we pulled there. Furosody Girl we pulled. Obviously there's the Kingdra from the Premium Collection. The Half Flame Ogerpon SIR I pulled. The old ones are from when I was younger. That Charizard is really expensive, but it's massively damaged, so it's not going to be worth anything. The Iron Leaves SIR I pulled. The Terrapagos EX was one I pulled. A lot of the rest of them bought, but a lot of very cool ones. And certainly, you know, I enjoy one of them. The other pulls from Crown Zenith, actually, are all there. Obviously, there's the Zamazenta thing, but they're the 6 pulls we got alongside Suicune and Mewtwo. So yeah, I did very well out of that one. I mean, I love a lot of these cards. I said this Charizard, like, in mint condition, this is a very expensive card. You know, it's a holo Charizard from like a very old set, but it's literally got scratches on the card. I mean, to be fair, it's generally not bad, but there's a few like dark marks and, as I said, other markings on it. So yeah, it's not the best condition. It's probably it'll probably get like a 2. It's still cool though to have my own holo Charizard that's old, regardless, because it is mine. But yeah, I have a few nice ones. So anyway, I am ending the stream here, so I usually do end around 2 hours ish. If you would like to hop by some more streams, I stream every Tuesday and Saturday pretty much. Tuesday I tend to do this stuff, Scarlet and Violet. Saturdays we do Dynamax Adventures, and which you're very welcome to join if you would like. And we have been doing some Kanto birds, so if you still need them, there's a way there. 4 Shundo Mewtwo, my god, yeah, I don't have... I only have 1 Shundo, which is Miss Magius. I only have a few shiny legendaries, so... Pokemon goes on and off for me. It's my least important dex of the ones I do, but I still try to do it when I can. I love doing Go Fest, though. Go Fest is so much fun. I really hope it comes back to England. It's so good. But yeah, I said Tuesdays and Saturdays, that's usually the plan. But yeah, for now, I'm going to be ending the stream because I'm quite tired. So yeah, we did pretty well today. So we managed to get the Dewpider from the Outbreak, and then we got 2 Lotads and a Seedot. Oh my god, 31 Shundos. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't have anywhere near that. I don't know what I have, like, close-ish to in... I suppose Dynamax Adventures technically count because they have, like, 4 perfect IVs, but... Yeah, and we got the Lotads done, the Seedot family done, and Dewpider as well. So that's 3 lines technically done today, because I do have the rest of them. And of course, this Lotad has its mark as the Cloud Watcher as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is where we're ending for today. So we got a few more shinies again, which is nice to just keep raising that number. Hopefully we get some more soon. Hopefully we can actually get some in Dynamax Adventures. We've been struggling recently. Everyone else hasn't been, though, so, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, for now, I will be ending it here. I will be live next on Saturday doing Dynamax Adventures. So hopefully everyone else turns up for then. I will be doing some more of those. But for now, thank you for everybody joining today. Thanks, Queen, for the raid. Thank you everyone else for joining, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.